God damn, bro. Oh, y'all done fucked up. Y'all gonna make Ferg start playing. Y'all gonna make Ferg start playing, bro. Come on, Fred. What you doing? Man, y'all niggas crazy.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Jacobs.
Oh, God.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Y'all lucky,
Brandon,
bro.
all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's cold.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
God, man.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hit.
I ain't got no motherfucking hook up. Mm-hmm. Come on.
It's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ain't got no more, bro.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We charge it. I see. You did that.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Mahomes pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Bell. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll go for it with Bell. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Williams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6.
A 50-50.
Damn, I hit the wrong button, bro.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
His blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
To pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Second and 7. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chiefs.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. Lopin, we'd love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. Carr now on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, 53 yards, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because Victor...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. After the sack on first down, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
It's now third down.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.